So first is like conceptualization, your application context. What is it that you're going to use this for? So that you want to basically make sure the ethical check kind of is a check box there, right? So the second one is the data. You want to basically use good quality data that you are actually authorized to use. All those elements fall into data management. Model development, you want to make sure your model is trained on relevant data. It's not trained on something that's non-representative for the use case that you're trying to build your system for. And then, of course, like any other system, like there may be implementation errors, technology issues, the stability of it, the performance of it. You want to basically make sure the risks and ethical aspects are addressed in all those areas of your model development and deployment. This is actually from OpenAI, just showing the different steps that are involved in actually training a foundational model, right? So how you're basically in the first step, you're basically building a supervised model by using a sample prompts and then having the labelers kind of mark it as this is the desired outcome, sort of a thing, right? So that's the first one. Outcome of that will be a supervised, supervised, fine-tuned training model, right? That's what you have. The second step is that's basically focused on the rewarding aspect of it, right? So here you're basically giving prompts, and then it's like also the answers, the probable answers that it may come back with, and someone is actually ranking them. Let's say if it comes back with 4 possible answers for a prompt, someone is ranking, oh, D is better than C. It should be D is the most appropriate. Next best is C, and next best is A. Next best is B. Someone is doing that ranking, kind of training that model by using the reward and punishment kind of approach, which is called as reinforcement learning in the AI space. The third one is this is why ChatGPT actually, or GPT, became very popular, is because of the PPO, which is proximal policy optimization. It kind of made things much simpler to come up with the right answer very quickly, right? So with that, we'll go into the demo. So just before we start the demo, I just want to give you the context. So what this demo is about is what we did is we took 10 years of Tesla's 10Ks, which are annual statements that are published by Tesla every year, and then also the quarterly statements, 10Qs, that are published by them to SEC. And then we used the GPT API. So like we provided this as an external data store, these filings from by Tesla to SEC, and then used the GPT model and asked a couple of questions to see how it actually performs, right? So like some of the questions that we asked, the first question that we asked is, we wanted to know like how Tesla's battery and storage business kind of evolved. So our question is, hey, can you tell me how Tesla's battery and storage business evolved over the years, right? So obviously that information in bits and pieces, it's available in the filings of Tesla, right? So like we'll see what it came back with. And the second question is more specific, which is there is a certain type of credit that is given by the government for the auto manufacturers, which is when they follow certain norms, and then when their vehicles are of certain meet certain emission standards, right? So Tesla qualifies for zero emission credit, right? So it's there somewhere in the filing. So our general question is, hey, what credits does Tesla qualify for? So that's the second question. So the difference between the first question and second question is, first question, it has to go through, a number of filings, understand what exactly happened with the storage and battery business. The second is more pointed kind of question. The third one is more subjective, like it was like, hey, when Elon Musk made that comment that he wants to take Tesla private in Twitter, what legal repercussions did it create, right? So this is like in Python, but it's backed by whole lot of other, like there is AWS in play, there is GPT API in play, there is also other frameworks that are used. So now finally it has all the answers, right? So it basically says, like, it asked bunch of questions to come back and say that, Tesla started with launching, Power Pack and then Powerwall, there is Solar Roof, and then the Tesla Semi, and then deploying grid scale energy storage projects. So those are like major milestones in battery and storage business of Tesla. But in order to come to that question, it basically asked a bunch of other questions as well. And there are years like 2015, 2017 for certain things that it launched, but the final answer didn't include those years. So the next one, so this is a second question, which is the automotive regulatory credits. What automotive regulatory credits does Tesla get in USA, right? So it basically, the first question it asked is, what regulatory credits are available for automakers in the US? It tried to get the answer for that, and then it asked more specific to